Animals can teach us a lot about the management of a safe and healthy working environment. In the animal kingdom, the young and inexperienced have lessons in how to survive. This gibbon shows her offspring how to gather and drink water. Polar bear cubs are given over 2 years training on how to live in a harsh environment. This looks like the polar bear is playing, but in reality, it's a mother showing her cubs a lesson in survival. She spreads her weight evenly while crossing dangerously thin ice. This allows her to safely complete the crossing. It's over 3 years before orangutans give their children the freedom to swing from branch to branch. If the young ones get over playful, the mother, always mindful of their safety, will put a stop to their antics. Animals are not so different to humans when it comes to managing everyday living. Observing how animals recognise and manage hazards in their environment can help us do likewise in our workplace. Workplace health and safety involves hazard management, good design, regular housekeeping, working cooperatively, consulting with others to ensure we meet our duty of care. Protecting the young and warning them of hidden dangers is important in any group, because the young are often not experienced enough to see the hazards and risks around them. Hazards can go unnoticed in any workplace. We have to learn to recognise them, and once we identify them and assess the risks they pose, we can put measures into place to control them. The key to health and safety management is a concept called duty of care.
In terms of duty of care, both employees and employers have a duty. Employees have a duty to take care for themselves and for others in the workplace, and employers have a duty to ensure the health and safety of everyone at the place of work, whether it's employees or visitors. There's a legal obligation on the employer to look after your health and safety. You must have been taught the safe way to carry out that work, and if you haven't been, or if you're unsure, then you really should be going to the employer, going to your supervisor and saying, look, I don't know the safe way.
The key to reducing hazards is to remember 3 simple steps. SAM: spot the hazard, assess the risk, make a change to control the hazard. Now let's see how a dingo instinctively uses SAM to deal with a risk to her pups. A hollow tree trunk provides a safe haven for the family. The dingo continually monitors the dangers faced by her newly born pups. Once outside, the pups are too preoccupied with fun to worry about danger. But mother is always on guard. When she spots a bird of prey, she alerts her pups to the danger and she takes steps to control the situation. In this case, the eagle is the hazard. The risk is that the pups might be taken. The dingo eliminated or controlled the hazard by making a change. She moved her cubs back to safety. Like the dingo, management have an obligation to look after their employees.
We need to make sure that we look after their health and safety. And we do that in a number of ways. Obviously, first off, we identify the hazard. So we try to find where the hazard is, okay? The second thing we do is we assess the risk. And that's a management process where we have a look at what the risk is and what we need to do about that risk. And then after that, we control the risk, which is the next thing. So the last thing is an action to make sure. So we've assessed the risk, we've seen what the problems are, we know what the problems are, then we take action to control those risks. It's a system of management that's our responsibility to do. The staff have a responsibility to help us in that process, to act reasonably and do what we say. And that's all we can expect from the staff, that they will do that, and that if they see a problem, they'll act and take appropriate steps.
Like many animals, the chameleon is a product of good design. It has camouflaged itself by taking on the colour of the environment. This allows it to hide from predators. Its eyes have a unique swivel action that allows the chameleon to see in all directions. The chameleon's colour and unique design allows it to move around, limiting its exposure to risk. One of the first principles of managing risk is to have a well-designed workplace. Having architects and designers work closely with health and safety personnel ensures potential problems are addressed at the planning stage. In this factory, wide aisles, clearly marked walkways and cordoned off work areas contribute to health and safety. It is the employer's responsibility to eliminate hazards through appropriate design. The design of this workshop includes an extraction system to remove any toxic fumes, but as an added precaution, staff are also required to wear suitably designed gear to protect them. Purpose-built areas set aside for this activity make sense too. Some activities have the potential to be hazardous, and your employer must always issue you with the appropriate protective equipment. Because this workplace is noisy, this section is soundproofed from the rest of the factory. In addition, staff are issued with hearing protection. Good design improves conditions for all.
And even nationally, maybe having a look at the shelving overall.
This safety committee is discussing a design issue in relation to shelving.
Yeah, we had a customer come into the shop and he's walked into the end of the metal shelving where the business magazines are, and he's caught his sleeve on the shelf and he scratched his arm. I wouldn't say he cut his arm. He was a little bit upset about it, so we sort of pacified him. But I think we need to look at the shelving. It comes down, then it has a lip, but the end of it is really, really sharp.
Maybe we can all go up together and, as a group, and have a look at the problem.
They're quite sharp.
Well, we'll get our building manager to have a look at it and see what we can do about that.
All right then. Yeah, it's quite dangerous. So we really
So I can see how a customer could grab themselves on that with a shirt, or a child could run into it.
Could walk into it.
Well-designed equipment can reduce manual handling. This adjustable trolley saves you bending over to pick up heavy cases. Heavy sheets of metal are easily transported by this portable crane. Hazards should always be clearly identified and, where possible, eliminated. The design of this laser cutting machine ensures that the most hazardous area is cordoned off. These partitions separate employees from the machine's moving parts and also serve to reduce noise on the factory floor. The bowerbird knows the importance of good housekeeping. Most animals are house proud. Just like the bowerbird, our work areas should be clean and well maintained. Housekeeping is an important health and safety issue. Clean as you go is a great motto to work by. By eliminating clutter and rubbish, the risk of an accident is also reduced.
Well, it's important to keep all work areas clean, your work site and your work area well organised, and you must have a strong emphasis on safety in all areas of your business.
If you're working in a wet area such as this smash repair business, good health and safety practice dictates that all electrical leads are kept off the floor. A tidy, well-organised work area allows work to be carried out safely and efficiently. Even the best designed sites need ongoing attention. A leak in the dam is a concern to the conscientious beaver. Constant maintenance is needed to keep the workplace in pristine condition. The workplace is a community, and like any other community, the best way to survive is to cooperate and work together. Harmony and appropriate work methods will enhance the morale and the health and safety of any organisation. If people work together for the common good, safe and productive working conditions prevail. Meerkats work as a team, and this allows them to survive in a hostile environment. Sentries are posted to alert them of any danger. This early warning system allows the meerkats a quick retreat to the safety of their burrows. Working together allows them to survive. The stilt cries and flaps its wings as a warning to others. In our workplace too, we have a duty to warn each other of risks and dangers.
An ongoing problem.
Informal meetings such as staff talks or more formal health and safety committee meetings are the best way to communicate problems and ensure steps are taken to remedy the identified problems or hazards.
It's just trying to get the awareness through to every staff member that they don't walk past.
Yes, we have a safety committee comprising of 10 people that meets monthly. And after each meeting we publish minutes. They're posted on all notice boards within the organisation. But if we have any further safety concerns at any time, we have what we call toolbox meetings within each department every day. People from our shop floor also pass their ideas and suggestions back to management on an ongoing basis.
Another problem I think we have, Steve, is the position of the bags down there. The customers are picking the flowers up, they're taking it and then missing the bags altogether, and they're taking them straight to the service desk and they're dripping water the whole way. So perhaps we need to put them in a more strategic position where the customers can see them.
The shrimp and the goby fish are not unlike employee and management, working together to ensure a safe and clean workplace. The house-proud shrimp constantly cleans its burrow, which it shares with the fish. In return, the goby fish offers protection to the blind shrimp by standing guard and warning it whenever danger approaches. We all need to take responsibility for health and safety in our workplace, and by working together, we can promote and improve safety and prevent accidents and injuries. As well as looking after our workmates, we must offer the same protection to customers, contractors and visitors alike. When you travel around your workplace, keep a lookout for hazards. A young person in the workplace can control hazards just as effectively as any manager. Cleaning and mopping up spills, posting warning signs to alert others, all these things contribute to the health and safety of your workforce. Duty of care is a legal obligation for both employee and management. Identifying hazards, assessing their risks and controlling them are the keys to health and safety. Animals instinctively have good and safe practices by working cooperatively to eliminate risk. If we follow their example, we can play our part in the management of workplace health and safety. That's what health and safety legislation around Australia is about, working together to prevent accidents and injuries.